I bid you welcome.
So I'm just sitting here enjoying my Corpse Reviver, and we're moving on to the next film, which is called Shadow of the Vampire. Now, this is kind of a cool, fun idea, and I was really excited when I heard about this movie coming out, because I am such a big fan of the original Nosferatu. And, you know, in fact, I will tell you a little story. When I was a kid, I had this little paperback book, you know, the kind you'd order from school, you know, and then you'd get it in the, you know, the school would have the delivery, and you'd get all the books that they ordered, and, you know, so this was a little paperback. It had King Kong on the cover, and it was a green book. It was sort of a tinted green photograph of King Kong on top of the Empire State Building. And then inside was this creepy-looking dude, the dude from Nosferatu. And it was the scene where he's hovering over, if you just watched the film, he's hovering over poor Mina, and, you know, he's got the bald head and the pointy ears, and he's like, ooh, right? So, and that creeped me out, you know, because I was sort of used to the suave, you know, vampire. So this movie's been around, you know, sort of my psychology for a long time, which might explain some things to some of you. But this movie's great because it takes on that original movie. It's about the making of that movie, but not realistic. It's the idea of what I alluded to in our first section when I was talking about the Nosferatu movie, the idea that Max Schreck was actually a vampire. And so Willem Dafoe plays Max Schreck, and he is just creepy as creepy can be. And this is just I've loved Willem Dafoe forever and ever and ever. He's just one of my favorite actors, and he just pulls out this role just great. Now, the other cool thing about this movie is, well, John Malkovich, you know, what's not to love about the, you know, he plays the pompous F.W. Murnau who's he's trying to get the right shot and the right scene, and he'll do anything to get his movie, you know, the pure artist, right? Well, my favorite character in there is actually Eddie Izzard, who plays the actor who's Jonathan Harker. And he's just kind of a B-rated actor. In fact, that part is true. In fact, he was the actor, and his name has just escaped me, who plays Harker in the original Nosferatu, was like the third choice. He certainly wasn't Murnau's, you know, first pick. So this character by Eddie Izzard, for those of you who know, Eddie Izzard's a comedian. He's been in a lot of things, but he plays this, you know, sort of a hammy version of this actor, and he's just awesome. Now, what's really fun though, and the reason I teamed this movie up with the other Nosferatu, the original Nosferatu, is that they show the filming of the original Nosferatu in terms of representing the scenes. So you see the scenes, and you can compare the sections and go, oh, look, I recognize that tree stump, or I look at that little archway, and it's very fun. It's just imagining what might have gone on during the filming. Well, perhaps if Max Schreck were really a vampire. And it's a horror movie, but it's also kind of a comedy. It's sort of a horromedy. Call it a horromedy, or something like that. But I think you'll have a lot of fun, especially if you just recently watched Nosferatu. I think you'll really enjoy this movie. The acting's great. The cinematography is really very stunning in terms of it. And actually, just to let you know, Willem Dafoe actually got nominated for Best Supporting Actor in this film, which is pretty cool because I think he deserved it. I don't believe he got it, but I was sad. I have a vampire bias. So when I got pals out there, you know, who are fighting for the vampire cause and get nominated as, you know, Best Supporting Actor in a vampire movie, you know, you got to root for them. So anyway, that's Shadow of the Vampire. Check it out. I think you'll get a kick out of it. It's a ton of fun, and Dig in. Cheers. I'm going to finish my drink now. Watch the movie.